Hi friends, welcome back to the Latina garden. Ellie here. Today we are doing my June garden and this is what we have so far. So from last month I've added a lot more pots all along the borderline here. I decided to do that because the ground, the dirt is in that area is just very tough, very hard, mostly because of these two trees. The palm and then the laurel leaf tree. It just has so much like root that it's just so hard to dig around it. So I decided to just fill it in with pots. It was going to be a lot more easier. So I did pot a lot of plants that I got in. I got some of the Supertunia pink bubblegum, and this is the Tiara pink, which I just love that color. It's such a pretty color, and this is more of a brighter pink. And then I have, this is my delphinium growing, filling in nicely. And then I have some dichondra falls that I got off the clearance, which was nice. And what I should have done is I should have separated them. I probably could have gotten two, cut it in half and added a little bit more as a border. And then my hydrangeas are starting to die out. More of the pink bubblegum. And what I ended up doing is I kind of alternated. So bubblegum, tiara, bubblegum, and then I have tiara, and it keeps on going. I have in pots, I have more delphiniums. This is an African daisy, some corabells, some polka dot plant, more delphiniums because I just love delphiniums. I planted my hydrangea. I only have one in the ground. This is a hydrangea and that's a hydrangea, and then some dichondra falls with it. My fern filling in nicely. And some succulents. I have my camellia, my rose bush. This is, it already died back, but very beautiful white dahlias. And then in here I have, these were my gifts from Mother's Day that I thought were gonna die, and they ended up coming back. Some more dahlias in here. Those 3 dahlias, which I ended up cutting. I separated the tubers of these to make more. So from one pot, I cut it in half, so I ended up with more than one. This is, I can't remember what that one is. I think it's a catmint, maybe. More hydrangeas, because I love hydrangeas. More of the pink bubblegum. And then I have back here irises, 3 irises, and then a geranium. And then I have my butterfly bush, which isn't like super colorful right now, but it was. And it's this beautiful like pink, purple, magenta-y color. Here I have flowering is my lamb's ear, which has flowered these really pretty purple flowers. I also have this hollyhock. It's a double charter hollyhock, and this one is in this beautiful white one. I had kind of like a pink reddish one earlier in the season, and then this one just started blooming. In my corner pots, I have this dahlia that's starting to bloom out. It's kind of a funky one. It's this purple color. And then I also have this one, which is like the, I believe it's called the Cafe au lait. I have blueberries coming. I actually just picked some strawberries. But these blueberries are coming in. That's my raspberry bush, which we did get a few raspberries. The super exciting thing was my guayaba tree bloomed. I'll see if I can find a picture of it, but you can kind of see it already flowered out. Hopefully we get some fruit. Like this, we'll see. I don't know if this is a fruit or it's a bloom. But I'm excited because I've seen a couple of these little buds. You can see another one right here. So I'm hoping finally after like 4 years, it might actually give me fruit. Right now the leaves look very sad. I just watered it. I have here a type of like mandarin tree that has a lot of mandarins on there, although some of them are starting to yellow, so I think it needs some vitamins, some type of nutrient deficiency maybe. So I'm going to fertilize it and hope that I don't lose more fruit. Over here in my other pot corner, I've been having a lot of my gladiolas come up and flower. These are already kind of done, but it's been nice. My wisteria is all green. I am starting to see some fruit buds here of the fig tree. Ooh, this is a nice, that one's a nice size there. Luca had planted some sunflowers and those have come up. My rose lilies came up, but they're not looking like they're gonna bloom. So I am trying to fertilize it and see if it'll give me some flowers this year. Over here I have this beautiful white dahlia, and then I'm super excited about my kumquat tree. It flowered so much, the most flower buds I've ever seen, and I am starting to see some fruit develop, and they're nice big size fruits all throughout the tree. So I am super excited for next season. Hopefully they don't fall off. The leaves are starting to turn yellow. I'm not sure if it's because we've had a lot of really hot days, and I am trying to fertilize it more regularly with a citrus fertilizer. So hopefully we'll see if we get to have more kumquats. This year we only got like 5. I think everyone got like 1 or 2 kumquats before they were done. They were gone. And then this is my finger lime, which I'm trying to get it to come back. It got super yellow. I've been fertilizing it and hopefully it comes back. This, I moved my, what is it, lavender, and I think I killed it. It's not looking very good. So I think I'm just gonna pull it out. And lavenders, they don't like to be moved. Once they're in a happy home, they like to stay in a happy home. This one was in a pot, and I decided to take it out of the pot and put it in the ground because we took out the bush that was here and doesn't seem to be happy, so that might come out. I did plant a rose bush here and an agastache, I think this is called. Supposedly hummingbirds love it. We'll see. I'm trying really hard to make it hummingbird and monarch butterfly friendly. And then I have, these are beautiful Trufula pink. It's by Proven Winters, and it is what are they called? Let me see if it has it. Gumfrina. That's what I keep forgetting. And then I have here is excuse me, what's it called? I have another gomphrena there, another lavender here, some gladiolas in the back that I moved, which they weren't happy about that. And then that is a bougainvillea. That's supposed to be, it goes from like pink to white, or white to pink, something like that. So it's supposed to be really pretty. And then I have some veronicas. I have here some milkweed, which I have not seen any monarch butterflies in my garden yet, but fingers crossed. I am trying really hard to get the monarchs in. So I planted one plant in here and it just kind of grew all over, and it's growing really tall. You can see some of my, my gladiolas. And then on the trellis, I have my bougainvillea, which is looking great. I was actually thinking about making it into a like lemonade. I've been seeing a lot of videos how you can eat those pink leaves, which are technically not the flower, but they look like it's the flower. So stay tuned. I might pick those and try to make some like juice out of it. And then here I have is my pomegranate, and I have been saying for the longest time that I'm going to take this pomegranate out because it was not giving me any fruit. It would flower all the time and then they would just all fall off. It would not get pollinated, I don't know, but it was not producing any fruit. And I said by the end of this summer it was going to come out, and guess what? It has fruit now. We've counted, I think it has like 17 so far. That we've seen, so I guess it's gonna stay. I don't know. It's in this corner, and I have some other lilies in here. These are the Casablanca lilies, those big white ones. It did bloom one lily here. It was the tiger lily, I believe, and then it died really quickly. It didn't really last, flowered very long. And then I also have my blackberries. I have a ton of blackberries all along my fence here. You can see some of them are getting nice and black, beautiful. And then for our veggies, we have some, I believe it's eggplant, some chilies. I have a banana pepper in there. Over here on this trellis, we are growing cucumbers. I got some cucumbers. On this side, we are growing my favorite, the Chinese long beans. Those are growing. My Italian oregano. We have some squash, some tomatoes, some basil. This is an Italian tomato. It's a beefsteak type of tomato. And then more green beans. And that's it for my garden tour. I hope you enjoyed my garden. I just kind of gave you like the highlights of what's pretty and blooming right now. And I can't wait to see you next time. Till then, sow love, grow joy, and stay rooted. Bye, friends.